E fala galera, beleza? Rockstar voltando com Vampyr, o vampirão da meia-noite. Caramba, muita coisa pra fazer, hein? Eu ainda tô querendo entender como é que funciona. Oh, rapaz, evento. Ocorreu um evento desconhecido. Um Whitechapel. Abriu lá. Ainda tem a parada da casa, né? Pra fazer. Cidadão em perigo. Cara, antes de fazer esse de falar com o médico, talvez. Conte a Edgar Swans sobre o sangue de... vou falar que é pra ver se ele me dá alguma ideia, vai. Aí eu vou pro evento.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
Os sintomas eram diferentes.
I never saw symptoms like this when I was in France. Not at all.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
Como é?
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
O olho estava no túmulo. Eu já ia pra lá mesmo, né? Cara, eu vou levar o Thomas comigo.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Acho que morreu aqui, né? Não tem mais como...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Deixa eu ver o
Good evening,
check-up.
Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
Quer dizer que eu matei o NPC? Ganhei XP do NPC. Tá, né? Vamos embora.
Jonathan, are you all right?
Words cannot describe the emptiness.
I'm here for you, Jonathan. If you ever need to talk.
Tell me, why do you finance this hospital?
I'm lucky to be in a privileged position to help those less fortunate. Kindness takes the edge off the years.
And our Dr. Swansea? He's fine with this culling of patients.
Dr. Swansea is a man firmly rooted in the realities of the modern world. He understands what we're trying to achieve here.
If you'll forgive me, it seems a little hypocritical healing those that you may kill.
Jonathan, we are what we are, a paradox. Dead flesh with a lust for life.
Could I ask you some delicate questions?
Ask, and I will answer if I choose.
You don't live here?
I have a house in London, where I reside with my daughter.
A daughter? Is she,
No. Charlotte is a perfectly normal young lady. And if you must know, I adopted. Perhaps you'll meet her someday.
There's so much I want to know. I mean, what? Where? Who?
Slow down, Jonathan. And please, not all questions should be answered.
Please tell me. Are you Lady Ashbury? Is that your real name?
Yes and no. I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood. Out of pure vanity, I cannot tell you when I was born.
How do you live with the guilt?
I can't answer that, Jonathan. But we have to accept our nature. Nothing good can come of fighting who we are.
Have you ever killed family?
I will not answer that. In time, perhaps.
Have you killed someone you've known?
Jonathan, have you forgotten what I do here? I need to meet the men and women I kill.
I'll see you later.
Você fala, opa.
I cannot enter.
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that? Oh, Nosy, don't be like that.
What? Like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
You know, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
Look, we survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best. Fuck the war, right? And fuck them all.
Fuck the war. Fuck them all.
Ooh.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
No. Bosta.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Eu perdi uma e abri outra.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Mas ele é muito chatinho também, né?
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Tá, né? Uma dessas duas eu perdi.
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe, for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Olha, você ia dar uma informação errada, viado.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Eu perdi também. Caramba, uma pista dos dois. Que bosta. Eu nem abracei a Dorothy. Como é que a gente faz? vacilo besta. Caralho! Caramba, velho. Apareceu outro ali.
I cannot enter.
Somebody help!
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail. As I feared, Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Caralho, 12 de outubro. O padre Whitaker é tão justo, tão cheio de compaixão e amor pelos aflitos. Essa cidade só precisa da palavra dele. Hoje à noite dei tudo o que tinha a ele, minha força, minha fé, minha fortuna, e se isso não for bastante, eu sei onde encontrar mais. É o padre que veio pra cá, morreu. Eu e o padre Whitaker visitamos uma casa abandonada perto da igreja de Santa Maria. O lugar era pavoroso e fedorento. Ratos dispunham os quartos com os inquilinos que ainda insistiam em habitar os lares decrépitos. A maioria deles era doente. Um fedor terrível no último andar. O padre Whitaker encontrou um senhor deitado em um colchão sujo, tossindo e cuspindo sangue em uma cuia. O padre Whittaker se ajoelhou em frente dele e rezou por muito tempo. O homem pareceu melhorar um pouco. Em seguida, nós ajudamos a encontrar a luz. Chorei naquela hora e ainda choro ao escrever essas palavras, pois nunca vi uma alma tão aliviada ao encontrar a salvação. O padre Whittaker é um santo. Deus me livre de parecer arrogante e orgulhoso, mas quero poder salvar tantas almas quanto ele, pois é um verdadeiro privilégio testemunhar tais milagres. 19 de outubro. Hoje à noite fomos aos prostíbulos à beira do canal. Admito que tive muito medo de cruzar o caminho de Jezebel, mas os prédios estavam abandonados há muito tempo. Prostitutas e infecções andam de mãos dadas, explicou o padre Whittaker. Mas seus clientes se debandam em piscar de olhos ao mencionar a palavra doença. No último bordel encontramos duas mulheres doentes, dormindo juntas, em pecado, sob lençóis sujos. O cheiro, mais uma vez, era insuportável, era o cheiro do demônio e da doença. Explicou o padre Whittaker antes de se ajoelhar-se para rezar por aquelas duas almas perdidas. As mulheres estavam tão debilitadas e doentes que sequer se mexeram quando a irmã gasolina nos lençóis. Suas almas agora estão libertas e purificadas. O padre Whittaker é um santo. Não permitirei que ninguém duvide do homem sagrado que ele é. Ele precisa de mais ajuda e apoio, mas como todo verdadeiro profeta, ele está sozinho. Precisa de mais seguidores, doem mais de si. Precisa do amor e de provas de amor. Amanhã eu voltarei ao cemitério para desenterrar mais riquezas para ele. Os mortos não precisam de bens materiais. Já eu e o padre Whittaker precisamos comer. Hoje à noite foi a primeira vez em que liberei uma patrulha. Escolhi retornar ao local que visitamos há 10 dias para ver se há mais almas que precisam ser libertadas. O padre Whittaker aprovou minha escolha, já que a obra do servo de Deus nunca acaba e o mal nunca descansa, ele explicou. Também disse que, se eu continuar assim, talvez eu me entregue às missões e tarefas mais importantes, mas mal posso esperar. Mais 3 almas foram purificadas de toda corrupção hoje à noite. Deus me livre de parecer arrogante e orgulhoso, mas ouso dizer que estamos no caminho rumo à glória. Se fudeu!
I have this thirst for blood.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.